Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's MyPlayer picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play one test game for each one.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight,
what a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a court. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Miami. They've had a very slow start to the season so far. Down in the bottom half of the conference.
And right now for Miami, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
and we've all thought this, they're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. And it's De La Cruz in at the point guard position. And for the Heat, they've got Dragic, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Olynyk in at center. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back three. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand checking, so you already have spacing. And now to be able to step back and knock down a three, it creates more. Back in the day with hand checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you. So I think guys are, you know, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation. Oh, good on the triple. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Iguodala, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Olynyk with the steal. That's tipped. Fast break, the Lakers. De La Cruz, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. The game tonight will be their second time playing the Lakers this season after they fell to L.A. in the first matchup. Coach said the most important thing we can do this game is play to the pace that we want to play at. It'll take us apart if we get into a track meet. Sounds like a solid approach, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Butler. And just miss after miss right now.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season, he's in the midst of a great run.
Now, here's Butler. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Butler with the ball, covered by LeBron. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. Oh, great ball movement there.
The Heat trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. And here's Los Angeles. A nice run going 12 in a row. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Lakers #1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Now, here's Dragic. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Miami no good on that time either. On the wing, James. That one goes in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Heat call time here. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's Dela Cruz scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And one of the things you love about this team, just seeing the bench go wild when Shea makes an incredible play, something that is quite common when he's on the floor.
I think, Greg, easy to see that Shea is a beloved member of this team, and the way his teammates cheer for him, the reactions from the bench are priceless.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Lakers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Now here's Iguodala. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dragic good for 3. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And James gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Heat trail by 16. Dragic kicks to Butler. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Dela Cruz, the pass to LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Olynyk.
In Miami last year, they had a shooting problem. Bottom 3rd in the league in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Hard to win that way in today's league.
Now here's Dragic. He has 5. Pass to Crowder. Back to Dragic. Doesn't go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Steve, when you look at the Heat's roster, what you really see is a lot of toughness, length, and athleticism.
Yes, all of that's great as long as you can also put the ball in the net. Now we know roster construction is a fluid thing. Miami has a talented front office. They leave no stone unturned in trying to build a championship contender. The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And Waiters kicks to Howard, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
So it's Miami now after the miss from De La Cruz. Here's Nunn. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Down low. De La Cruz, the pass to Howard. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Another steal. De La Cruz, the pass to LeBron. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
3 early turnovers, Kevin. He needs to regain his focus and start righting this ship.
Robinson's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Waiters. And the officials call a traveling violation.
It's kind of a comedy of errors for them in this first half thus far. Just
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's De La Cruz. He goes up again. Good. And it's 8 points for Dwight Howard.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jones. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Iguodala in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Pass to Howard. De La Cruz, defended by Butler. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Howard. Shoots over Olynyk. Howard can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Iguodala against Caldwell Pope. To the paint, here's Butler, and it's good for 2.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Lakers leading by 15. Passes to Morris. Over Jones. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, I have to say, that's about as smooth as you can do it. Fantastic turnaround.
Outside Dragic. Poked away. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to De La Cruz. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Butler against Caldwell Pope. 14 feet away. And there's another one for the Heat.
Jimmy Butler, great feel for the mid-range game, and it's where his jumper's most accurate.
And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Miami's shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. LeBron's checked in for Markieff Morris. And it's Waiters in for Alex Caruso.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
James against Butler. Clock is at 3. Jones, the pass to Dragic. That one a little long.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And he dunks it down.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
The Heat trail by 16. Dragic dishes to Olynyk. Iguodala against Waiters. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Butler finds Dragic. Back to Butler. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Dragic with it. He has 7.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
To the inside. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Jones. Outside Dragic. He lobs it up, and Jones slams it home.
Good setup by Goran. Keeps himself under control, makes the right decision.
Inside, here's Dela Cruz. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. He's got 11.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Right side, Dragic. There's the pass to Olynyk. Back to Dragic. 4 on the clock. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot. And you watch Olynyk play, and he has the skill set of a stretch 4. Solid enough from outside, although he struggled last season, can give a team a different look from the post spots.
Passes it to Iguodala. Misses the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And with Olynyk, he has the size to play at the 4 or the 5.
Olynyk is a legit 7-footer, and he has added beef inside the lane. Though until he improves as a rim protector, you'd rather have him as a 4.
And Steve, over the last half-decade, Andre Iguodala has been a force off the bench.
People get so worried about who starts a game, but who finishes a game is more important. During crunch time, you can always count on Iguodala. He's such a smart player who comes through when it matters.
Crowder, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Dragic taking his time here. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They led the game at one point by 20. Here's Dela Cruz, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Lakers lead by 19.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the middle, here's Caldwell Pope. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Takes the 3. Waiters grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 19.
Come to me.
Dela Cruz, defended by Butler. The layup missed. Heat shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Iguodala. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance, and stolen by LeBron. And here's the fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Incredible anticipation by LeBron. Kickstarts the break.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Outside Butler. Five to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. There's Dragic with the three. It's hauled in by LeBron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Dragic. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Inside. LeBron, good. James has got 7 points.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the result.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And stolen by James. Pushing it up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Dragic with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Iguodala kicks to Butler. And it's sent back by Howard. And he gets it back. It's good. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. LeBron outside. To the inside. De La Cruz. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
Heat shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Dragic the pass to Iguodala. LeBron against Butler. 5 on the clock. There's Dragic with the three. But they recover it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 4. Second chance shot. Olynyk trying to break loose.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass. So
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic from De La Cruz.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
they're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Howard. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's De La Cruz in at the 1. And stolen by James. And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's De La Cruz.
And just marvelous work on the defensive side from Andre. So good at getting a hand up and contesting shots.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And, you know, Smitty, just a wall of muscle. Jay Crowder, one of those power wings that seems every team is looking for these days.
Yeah, he's able to straddle that line between perimeter and interior play. His versatility and competitive will set him apart.
The shot's good from De La Cruz.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
outside Dragic. There's the dish to Iguodala. He kicks it to Butler. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Howard. Floats one. They get it back. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Iguodala dishes to Butler. Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Back to LeBron. Shoots over Dragic. Nice shot by James. 9 points in the game so far.
Understanding that defenses are going to guard against the drive, LeBron counters from the mid-range.
Iguodala outside. Butler kicks to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point,
And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offense with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
The Heat have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:57 left to play in the third. Waiters outside. Pass to Kuzma. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk got 8 rebounds in this game. Robinson for 3, the offensive rebound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for James. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 23 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Good on the second free throw. And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Kuzma. Nunn passes to Hero. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones. Miami no good on that time either. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 51%. Really solid.
There was a time that Dion Waiters would have jacked up that shot. Patience delivers the basketball on point.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Nunn passes to Hero. He dishes it to Robinson. Down low, Nunn. Stolen by Waiters. We've got 22 seconds left in the third.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Waiters passes to De La Cruz. LeBron outside. Now the pass to De La Cruz. Tries again. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, we've got Hero. Solomon Hill is out there with Myers-Leonard, and it's Silva in at the power forward position.
Yeah, and when Howard loads up inside, I think the defense is smart to foul and send him to the line.
And both free throws good for Howard. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Here's Hero. Over to the wing. Here's Nunn. Rejected by De La Cruz. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's stolen by Hill. 4-on-3 break. And it's sent back by Howard. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And the Heat making a change here. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Okpala. He's guarded by Waiters. Pass to Nunn. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that game against the Nuggets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. There's something in place to help these guys, especially with some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
De La Cruz. It's blocked. Nunn passes to Silva. Basket counts. Silva! For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's De La Cruz. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Morris is checked in for Dwight Howard. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Okpala, the pass to Nunn. Here's Okpala. He's guarded by Waiters. Okpala, no good. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Tipped away. And here's Leonard. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by De La Cruz. Passes it to Nunn, and another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Here's Okpala. He's guarded by Waiters. Okpala, the pass to Hill. Here's Nunn. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
James outside. Pass to Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 9th assist in the game now. He'd have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Nunn, guarded by De La Cruz. Nunn, that's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Waiters outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just can... .109 left to play here in the 4th. De La Cruz, defended by Butler. Howard against Dragic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Hero.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this. He swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And he makes that one.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
30 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. De La Cruz, the pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw good from De La Cruz.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us.